What's going on, guys, MESSI here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer content. And today's day is going to be Saturday the 5th of September and it happens to be my birthday. So for that, if we could try and smash a like target of 750 likes, that would be greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press that subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. A link to yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. And finally, drop a comment below, I'll try to respond to as many as I can. So first up today, Schalke have completed the signing of former Hertha Berlin striker Vedad Ibišević. He signed a one-year contract and the 36-year-old joins as a free agent. That's after leaving Hertha at the end of last season. West Brom have signed defender Cedric Kipre and is from Wigan Athletic. It's apparently a fee of just £1 million and he's put pen to paper on a 4-year contract. Feyenoord have signed Portuguese midfielder and former Liverpool player João Carlos Teixeira. It's from Vitória de Guimarães and it's an undisclosed fee. And now we have an update about what could be the biggest transfer in this summer window, obviously aside from Messi if he does leave Barcelona. So Bayer Leverkusen star Kai Havertz, he's been allowed special dispensation to lead the German national team camp. That's to complete his initial £72 million move to Chelsea. The article says the 21-year-old is expected to be announced as a Chelsea player in the next 24 hours. So if you guys watching the video, it may already be announced. The total fee is about €100 million after additional bonuses, which I think converts to about £90 million or close to that. Chelsea have obviously smashed it out of the park with this transfer window. They brought in the likes of Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Malang Sarr, and now set to sign Kai Havertz, who I think is a world-class talent and I think it'll be fantastic for them. Right, so this part of the commentary has been added in later, and this transfer of Kai Havertz to Chelsea is officially a done deal. He signed for €100 million as previously stated, and he signed a 5-year contract. Aston Villa have had a £15 million bid for Callum Wilson rejected by Bournemouth, and this is according to The Guardian. Bournemouth are holding out for about £20 million for their attacker, who is also wanted by Newcastle United. Of course, Villa won't want to cut it as close as last year in the relegation scrap. Literally last day of the season they just stayed up, so you would imagine someone like Callum Wilson coming in, he could help ease the pressure on the likes of Jack Grealish. Juventus are set to loan Argentine defender Cristian Romero to Atalanta, and this story is from Calcio Mercato. Atalanta will sign the 22-year-old on a 2-year loan deal, and there is an option to buy included for €23 million. He spent the previous season on loan at Genoa and he featured in 30 matches for the Serie A side. Napoli's president De Laurentiis has confirmed the club are working to sign Socrates from Arsenal. The Greek centre-back is close to a move to Napoli and the fee is thought to be around €4.5 million. And if his transfer goes ahead, it probably opens up and paves the way for Koulibaly to leave, who is of course linked to Manchester City. Fiorentina and Torino are in talks with Arsenal for Lucas Torreira. The player wants to return to Italy according to Fabrizio Romano. And other outlets are saying Fiorentina and Arsenal have a total agreement for the transfer, and Arsenal will receive €8 million for an initial loan deal with a further 16 in an obligation to buy clause. The next story is from Gazzetta dello Sport. They're saying Roma are considering a move for Christoph Piontek, that's as Edin Dzeko's future remains uncertain. Hertha Berlin are apparently open to a sale for the striker they only signed in January and are looking for about €25 million. Roma could make their move for a player who is familiar with the Serie A, that's with his time with AC Milan. And it basically depends on Dzeko because he's linked to Juventus, but Juve are now looking to sign Luis Suarez instead. Arturo Vidal has agreed to take a pay cut to join Inter Milan this summer, and he's in talks to terminate his contract with Barcelona. This story is from Calcio Mercato. Vidal will earn about €6 million per season. That's after agreeing a 2-year contract with the Nerazzurri, and has also the option of a third. He's now waiting on Barca to let him go for free, and I think for Inter, obviously they've been long-term admirers of him, and Conte's probably very happy to be reunited. And Cadena SER say Samuel Umtiti, he could be the latest high-profile Barca player to leave the club. The defender has yet to receive a transfer offer, that's despite being put on the transfer market, and the Catalans are now considering rescinding his contract and letting him leave as a free agent. I can't remember a club potentially releasing so many high-profile players at once. Yes, it might happen every now and then just so they get off their wage bill, but it could be Vidal, Umtiti, Suarez, and maybe a few more to go on free transfers. Manchester United and Manchester City are both keeping tabs on Sevilla centre-back Diego Carlos, and this is according to Marca in Spain. The 27-year-old has a 75 million release clause in his current contract and has also been linked with Liverpool. A bidding war could soon break out between the Premier League trio for Diego Carlos, who enjoyed an impressive first season at Sevilla, that's after making the switch from Nantes last summer. Wolves and Everton are keen on signing Atletico Madrid's Thomas Lemar. Atletico have made the 24-year-old available for a fee of just 25 million euros, and the reason I'm so shocked is because they paid close to 70 for him. Lemar has turned down a recent offer from Porto, that's because he is desperate for a Premier League move, and that story is from Le 10 Sport. Gini Wijnaldum and Memphis Depay are close to reaching agreements to join Barcelona, and this according to Dutch newspaper AD. The Dutch duo's agents have had extensive talks with the Camp Nou outfit, and they're ready to make the move. The Catalan side though will have to sell more players to create space for them, and that might be why they're releasing the likes of Suarez, Umtiti, Vidal, and other players on top of that list, because they might not be able to get fees for them, but potentially getting them out of the squad, it means they can free up the wage bill and bring players in. And for FIFA Ultimate Team purposes, that could be a really good transfer if it happens, because imagine the trio hyperlink of Memphis Depay, Frenkie de Jong and Gini Wijnaldum. Paris Saint-Germain hope to upset Real Madrid in the transfer market, that's by snapping up one of their key targets, Eduardo Camavinga. The 17-year-old who plays for Rennes has impressed so much, and that's since making his debut about this time last year. The story is from Le Parisien, and PSG's owners are apparently demanding they snap him up ahead of the Spanish giants. He would cost a fairly large fee because, again, of his potential and his age, but Real Madrid are unlikely to do any business in this transfer window. And that might present a really good opportunity for PSG, because yes, they are trying to get Milinkovic-Savic from Lazio, but Camavinga is much younger and I imagine a fairly similar fee. This next story is from Calcio Mercato, and they're saying that Tottenham are set to be offered Federico Bernardeschi, that's as part of Juventus' efforts to land Tanguy and Ndombele. The Bianconeri are reluctant to meet Spurs' asking price for the French midfielder, but they hope a part exchange agreement can be put in place, and Bernardeschi, he's essentially linked with every single Juventus target. They're trying to use him as part of a swap deal, and so far no one's taken the bait, but maybe Tottenham, they might be interested. Felipe Coutinho has ended his holiday break early and already arrived at Barcelona training on Friday. He hopes to show Koeman he can play a key role in Barca's new project, and that story is from Mundo Deportivo. There are pictures of him training and whatnot, he has genuinely arrived, and fair play to him, he wants to prove a point, and he wants to prove to Barca that he was worth the money they paid. A story which has gone very quiet since the August 10th deadline is Jadon Sancho and his proposed move to Manchester United. So Bleacher Report are saying that both clubs have agreed to go about negotiations for Sancho in a much more respectful manner. And that's why the talk in the media has gone quiet. That the deal is still on apparently according to this article. Whether there's too much truth in it, we're not too sure. But they're trying to work out personal terms before agreeing a deal with Dortmund. And the final story today is going to be the end of a saga that has been going on for a couple of weeks now. Messi's future at Barca has been up in the air, and basically yesterday he confirmed via an exclusive interview with Goal.com that he'll be staying with Barcelona for the upcoming season. Right, so I'm going to cover some of the main quotes from it, and I will leave a link down below to the exclusive interview with Goal.com, that's so you can read the whole thing. So Messi said the following: "I wasn't happy and I wanted to leave. I have not been allowed this in any way, and I will stay at the club so we don't get into a legal dispute. The management of the club led by Bartomeu is a disaster. I'll continue at Barca and my attitude won't change, no matter how much I wanted to go. I told the club, the president, that I wanted to go. I've been telling him all year." And to summarise some of the other parts, he basically said how his whole family were crying about his decision, and he basically still wants to go, but he's committed for this upcoming campaign. Now, what will happen in a year's time when his contract does expire, we'll have to wait and see. But my guess is that if Bartomeu is still in charge of the club, Messi will be going. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.